Being an Aussie that's moved over to the UK, I had a lot of travel plans which have inevitably been cancelled. Just in a 2-month period, I had 4 international trips booked.
Personally, for me, I'm pretty lucky. I'm still working from home, and I was able to do that beforehand. So obviously not as much, but it meant that I could continue doing it.
Yeah, the most I'm affected by this is probably my social and more so my travel life over here in London. For me, I had a rule to myself to travel once a month in my time over here, and I actually was doing a really good job at achieving that. I managed to go, away for little weekends, longer trips, but obviously that's come to a screeching halt with everything going on.
I work in the recruitment industry, which has unfortunately taken quite a hit due to coronavirus. So many people have lost their jobs, myself included. When I found out that I was being made redundant, or that I had been made redundant, I booked a flight home back to New Zealand. So I packed up all my bags, said all my goodbyes, and the day that I was meant to leave, my flight was actually cancelled. From that moment, I actually decided that I would stay in London and try and work things out here. I really do see it as a blessing in disguise, because by no means was I ready to go back, and I couldn't even find myself getting excited to see my friends and family because it wasn't on my terms. And it was for a sad reason, not a happy reason, and you always want it to be a happy reason.
I work in quite a small office in the film and production industry, and the industry started getting impacted quite a lot where productions were getting shut down, and so because of that our company wasn't getting much work out of it. And so they've had to put their employees, including me, on furlough. So that means I got a 20% pay cut and I can't actually work at the moment, and that's for 3 months. It's the best of the worst situation, I think. I'm still getting income, but I'm just getting really bored now. I don't have any work to do, but I'm finding other things to do, like free online workshops and trying to upskill a little bit that I can, and learn new skills that will be helpful for me when I return to work.
For me, it's some really simple and silly things like football. I'm a big football fan. You could probably insert any sport here or any sort of regular cultural activity that's shut down now. For me, it is football. Not being able to keep up with that because there's nothing to keep up with, not having that on the horizon. Shows and art galleries and all those kind of things that again add a little bit of difference and make life interesting. I think that's definitely something I've been missing, because of course London is just absolutely jam-packed with interesting things to do.
Just the unknown in terms of the time frames of how long this will go on for. I guess it's really difficult kind of not having that control and not knowing exactly when things are going to finish. And also thinking about, I guess, a lot of people that are more vulnerable and are in positions where they're not kind of safe at home.
We don't know how long this is going to go on for. We don't know what the job market's going to be like, how many more lives are going to be impacted by this. We don't know what the economy is going to be like. So I'm hoping that things will improve. I'm hoping that people will sort of take these measures, stay at home, keep your sort of distance with others. And I'm hoping that the economy will boom after this as well, because when you come out of isolation, everyone's just hopefully going to be like, take my money, and so things will pick up again as well.
I live with some good people. We're still making the most of it, having Friday drinks and all that, and getting out for a daily run, which really helps.
Just little things during the day, during the week, that kind of sort of let you get out and stretch the legs and do something that isn't work or sitting inside, especially coming out of a really long winter.
I'm living in a nice flat with some really fun people, and so passing the time, it hasn't been so hard yet because we're always doing like different activities like Formal Friday, Taco Tuesday, Workout Wednesday is another one. We're doing a lot of different activities to help pass the time.
I have been doing a lot of yoga, going for runs, and spending a lot of time doing pamper. I think if there was any time to do a 12-hour hair mask and take a bath essentially every second day, then this would be it. I work with a number of Australians as well. I think
because I know that they're going through sort of the same conflicts, internal conflicts as I am, it does help because I have that sort of support network that I can talk to about it, ask the questions, are you thinking of going home? Should I be thinking of going home? What do you think of your job security? It's just, I guess it's nice to have, you know, a group of individuals that get it.
Actually starting a journal, I started to do it when I first got over here and then I got a bit lazy, but I've been writing down sort of my thoughts and feelings of what's going on during this time so that I can look back at what I wrote down and go, wow, I got through that and hopefully was absolutely thriving at the time.
So obviously WhatsApp's been brilliant. It's kind of given me a bit of a kick up the backside to actually get my parents on there. So we had the first kind of family Skype call the other day, or WhatsApp call. And yeah, we hadn't actually done that beforehand, so that was quite good. And then just chatting with a few other friends back home, even sometimes playing a few games online with them and stuff, just to kind of catch up and find out how they're going. But of course, they're all in similar situations too, so yeah, we can relate.
The pub, I don't know why that's the first thing that I think of when I think of coming out of isolation, but I'm just really excited to go to the pub and to be around people and socialise and meet new people, like make new friends and all that sort of stuff. I'm very much someone that gets the energy off others, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Going to the bar, like going to a pub with my friends. The weather has been so nice here lately. I feel like as soon as London went into lockdown, the sun came out.
Getting back out to the gigs, I know that there's been quite a few day festivals that that friends and I had tickets to that have been postponed, but you know, they'll be back. The concerts will be back, and all the other good stuff will be coming back around the corner.
It has been just a little bit more time. So, you know, living in London is non-stop. It's just work, social activities, you know, more social activities, more work, and you know, then it's holidays and then it's other things, and it's fantastic. It really is fantastic, but it's also exhausting. And I do think that the minor positive of this, and it will become a negative as this drags on and it starts to get really tiring and monotonous, but definitely a positive for a little bit has been the chance to breathe, I think, just a little bit.
I think it just reinforces why I actually like living in London, which is, for me, it's about being around people and having different experiences through meeting people that are from all over the world, which at the moment is a real struggle because that's obviously not able to happen. I think what I love about London has always been that it's a bit of a melting pot of people and culture and experiences, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into that once this is all done, and really it just reinforces why I'm here and making the most of the experience, really.
The funniest thing about all of this and what's going on is that it gives you a lot of perspective. You do a lot of inward thinking, a lot of reflection, and for me, it's made me realize how important my friends are to me. Obviously, I knew that already, but how important it is that I surround myself with people who are a positive force in my life and sort of keep me positive-minded through all of this as well. It's funny how something like this can give you a lot of perspective about life and how you want to live it and making the most of it, even though I had that mindset beforehand, but it really sort of exemplifies it, I think.